Hello, and thank you so much for having me here today. I am excited to talk to you about TikTok for Business and how you can use this new social media platform to grow your brand and revenue streams. Let's get started. We are going to cover a broad range of topics today. First, we're going to talk about what TikTok is and how it can directly help your business. We're going to cover basics of in-app features and posting content so that you know how to get started with your first video. We're going to talk about tips on how to create viral videos, which is very possible even if you don't have any followers yet. And we're going to talk about the different ways to monetize TikTok both on and off the app. So who am I? Well, my name is Jen Ruiz, and I am a lawyer turned full-time travel blogger. I opened a TikTok account back in February after a lot of people had recommended it to me, had flagged it as a new up-and-coming platform that I should be aware of and be posting content on. So I started with just reposting content from elsewhere, but I didn't put a lot of effort into it until April when lockdown hit and I decided I may as well. I had nothing to lose. I had no idea that in less than 6 months, I would receive more than 9 million views and grow to 100,000 plus followers. On average, I get between 250,000 to 500,000 video views a week and 10,000 profile visits. I've been able to grow my Instagram. I have a YouTube account that I've posted no videos on that I have more than 100 subscribers just as spillover from TikTok. TikTok has given me customers, followers, and blog traffic during a time when search traffic for travel terms dropped drastically. I was able to utilize the link in bio in my TikTok account to drive traffic directly through to my website. At one point, I got more than 10,000 views in a week just from that link. Another very surprising thing that happened to me with TikTok is that I got a celebrity endorsement. So I had no idea when I started on this platform that it would connect me with Shaun T, fitness coach for Beachbody, and just an all-around fantastic personality, media role model. And he found my video and he decided to share it in not one, but 4 different Instagram stories, tagging me, saying that he was going to follow me. I ended up getting more than 1,000 Instagram followers overnight from these stories alone. And that's not all. He actually invited me to be a guest on the Trust and Believe podcast, and you can listen to me on episode 249 as I chat with Shaun T as if we were BFFs that really just came out of nowhere and was such an unexpected occurrence, all because of TikTok. TikTok facilitated this connection for me. And it's mind-blowing the opportunities that I've had on something that I honestly didn't take very seriously when I first started. So I encourage all of you to be open-minded about it and really be open to seeing the potential that it can hold for you as well. TikTok has been ranked the #1 most downloaded app in Apple's App Store with more than 2 billion downloads and 800 million active users. So that begs the question, who's on TikTok? Because you may be thinking, well, those numbers sound great, but if it's all dancing teenagers, are they really good for my business? Is my audience on there? And this is actual footage of me at 1 a.m. Scrolling my TikTok account, and I am not the only over 30 individual who is doing this. I know a lot of friends, colleagues that once they download the app and give it a fair chance end up finding it addictive, for lack of a better word, but because it does really have such good content on there and it really has a way of keeping you engaged. So let's discuss this by the numbers because I know I'm talking to a numbers crowd. So 41% of TikTok users are aged between 16 and 24. That does mean that if you want to reach students, a younger audience, you will find them on there. But that also means that 59% of users fall outside of these age parameters. This means that if you are somebody that wants to be, known in the hashtag over 50 group, hashtag wellness group, hashtag science or STEM group, these are areas that are ripe for you to shine in because they're not overly saturated yet, and because a good chunk of users are open to learning and are actually looking at TikTok as a way to absorb and find new information. TikTok has put in a lot of effort and money into supporting their hashtag Learn on TikTok, education fund initiatives, and they are looking to bring in people that are elevating the age group and bringing a sense of value to the platform. So they have like Bill Nye as their science rep, and they have people doing financial advice and stock investment tips. So you'd really be surprised at what you find on TikTok. And that means that you can stand out no matter what your specific niche is. Users spend an average of 52 minutes a day on the app. They also open the app 8 times a day. So they're on it for a good chunk of time and they keep coming back. It's available in 155 countries and 75 languages. And I also will make a quick note that through the end of 2020, TikTok is trying to build just its different advertising platforms and brands that they are collaborating with. So they have extended a $300 credit for anybody who wants to get started with advertising on the app. It's a good time to do so because it's not so saturated, because the ads haven't become so intrusive, and so your ad could really get great exposure. So I will note that that special promotion is available for a limited time through December 31st, 2020. So what makes TikTok different? Because I know that for a lot of people, the hesitation comes in not wanting to open up and learn a whole new social media platform, because it's so overwhelming already to have to keep up with social media, and the prospect of having to start another one is just daunting. Plus, there was all these controversies with TikTok early in the year, so I want to reassure you that that has been resolved. So TikTok has been acquired by a US-owned company, or at least the US data storage has, and it's in compliant with any executive orders that have been issued, and it is moving forward. And not just that, but it is moving forward with a vengeance. It is moving forward with so many people using it and using it as the preferred method to other social media platforms. Let's talk about why. The TikTok difference, and this applies to both creators and users alike. They have more organic reach. On other platforms, you barely have your content shown to a percentage of your own followers, let alone to people who don't follow you. It is very difficult to go viral if you don't already have a huge audience. On TikTok, that is not the case. You could have no followers whatsoever and still have your first video with 1 million or more views. That happens because the organic reach that they have does not depend on the number of followers that you have. It's not a pay-to-play model. TikTok is listened to with sound on, in contrast to most other social media apps that people try to do sneakily when they're in meetings, when they don't want people to know what they're looking at. TikTok is listened to. Audio is an essential part of the TikTok experience. And so people get on TikTok and they want to hear what's happening. You lose something in the videos if you don't have the audio activated. That's partly because there are running jokes and trends on TikTok. So there are different audio sounds, there's different things that are funny when set to video, things of the sort, different songs that are doing well. And so all of that becomes something that is part of the video and the production of the content that you're putting out. Unlike these other platforms that have maybe a 3% click-through rate, TikTok followers will go and find you elsewhere. I know a lot of people that have used TikTok to grow followers, subscribers, reviews to a podcast, to send myself. I've been able to use TikTok to drive book sales and send people to Amazon. You can go live on the platform and you can add a link in bio after 1,000 followers. When you go live, you also have the ability for your followers to contribute gifts to you. This is something that other platforms have not done. So just for the value of having your time and having you go live with them, people can pay you different tokens, which are later translated to gifts, $20, and then you get a percentage of that, and TikTok keeps a percentage of that. So there are creators that go live every day, and people can, donate, a couple cents to a quarter to the more expensive gifts, depending on how grateful they are. People have incentives. They'll do giveaways. They'll do shout outs for gifts, all kinds of different things. TikTok is less curated. So platforms like Instagram require you to plan your feed ahead of time, make sure your colors match, make sure everything is all merging and perfect, really take the beautiful pictures, Photoshop, edit it, wear the beautiful clothes, full face of makeup. It's a production. And TikTok is not. It is to an extent, but the thing is it doesn't have to be. You can have a heavily curated video. You can have these amazing special effects, and those will do really well. You can have the different people take hours and hours to do these transition videos where it'll look like they're just popping up and going all over the place. So it does take time, but it doesn't have to. You have as good of a chance going viral in your kitchen, in your sweatpants, as you do with one of those heavily curated videos. So that's something that's appealing to content creators and small business owners that want to devote their time, to other channels. And so maybe they don't want to necessarily spend 5 hours making a TikTok video or do a full production for a really heavily curated post. As we mentioned, anyone can go viral, and there are ways to monetize in the app. In addition to the gifts that I mentioned during live sessions, you can also monetize through the TikTok Creator Fund, available to anyone with more than 10,000 followers, which pays you on an RPM basis based on the views that you get on your videos. So people that have millions and millions of views are really making a good income from TikTok. And anybody who doesn't have millions and millions of views but is still making steady videos consistently that are getting views can still make a good side revenue on that. And TikTok has the creator marketplace. This is very unique. So the creator fund is similar to kind of YouTube's compensation method, not as lucrative as YouTube's, but there is another platform that has done it before. The in-app creator marketplace is something I've not yet seen, because most influencer networks are third-party apps that you would be a part of, or third-party websites, and then they connect the brand and the influencer. TikTok, I guess, is trying to take over that and do it in-house. So there's a creator marketplace where once you have more than 100,000 followers and a certain number of video views or likes, you can qualify to be part of it, and brands can contact you directly through TikTok's platform about sponsored video content. There's also ways to go and monetize off the app. They have different, they do have off-app influencer platforms that are not run by TikTok, and just many different ways there. So this is the difference with TikTok and why it is appealing for small business owners. So now that I've convinced you that TikTok is the bee's knees, how can you get started on the app? Well, I suggest that you pick a genre. There are many, many, many popular genres, and the best thing that you can do when you're starting is to kind of throw spaghetti at the wall with the things that you'd like to be known as an expert in, and see what sticks, see what gets a lot of engagement. Maybe you initially thought you were going to post travel videos, but you posted one video with your dog, and suddenly your dog is the star, so now you have an account where your dog goes with you on the travel places. Maybe you thought you were going to post roundup of beautiful pictures that you've taken, or interior design inspiration, but you found that people actually really like to see the process and the behind the scenes, and that's what you focus in on. So pick a genre, explore, and also follow, like, and comment on other videos in your genre, not only to get ideas because you can see what they've done successfully and how you can replicate that, but also to engage with your community and to help TikTok see where you fit in, to help TikTok recognize what people it should be showing your content to. Your video should do one of three things. It should, when ideally even, 2 of 3, 3 of 3, then you really have a winner. But it should do at least one of three things. It should either inspire, educate, or entertain. And I'm going to give you examples of each. So for instance, if somebody were to say, I had a learning disability, but I persevered and I graduated from medical school, that's an inspirational story. People will like and engage with that. if you want to educate, so things you didn't know about planning your container garden, or 5 best apps for editing your own marketing materials. That's educational. And finally, entertainment would be something like a comedic skit, like a dance, anything like that. If your video can combine these elements, you will have a better chance of going viral. So if you can share educational tips while it's entertaining, you have a beautiful video of scenery, or you're doing a dance, or things like that. And I don't want to encourage you or feel like you only have to dance to go viral on TikTok. That is not the case. People do really well on TikTok, sometimes just pointing to things, sometimes not even showing their face at all, and just doing, writing, kind of even stop motion almost on a whiteboard, and sharing video clips. You can do green screen, where you're just kind of sharing your tips. So you don't have to dance to go viral on TikTok. And I think that the more that you engage with other TikTok creators in your niche, you will see what is the best way for you to move forward and get your message out. So now that I have your wheels turning, I want to give you an example of 3 different videos, each in 3 different fields that were effective and that have gone viral, and that I think could help you see the different ways that you can utilize TikTok to still sell your brand and drive traffic and customers. Let's begin.
Anna, Elsa, Sven, Samantha. I don't even know it's Samantha.
So this first video is utilizing a voiceover sound. This is already a popular sound bit that is used on TikTok because people like Frozen. So she just took that sound and made her own video to it in the same time. It's also utilizing a behind the scenes. And for e-commerce store owners, for anybody that does, packaging and shipping of items, for artists, people love the behind the scenes of how something is made. You can see this didn't take a lot of time or effort or high production value. It was just done right there in the studio, but was very effective. It also capitalized on the love of Disney, because people love cosplay, Disney, all of those things. And so that made for a viral video, and she linked to these ears in the bio so people could just go ahead after they saw this video and order a pair. And those sales did very well. Let's look at our second video by a professional photographer. So here, again, possibly this photographer is used to sharing that final curated perfect image, but what really resonated with the TikTok users was the process of getting there. Because it adds that education, because it's entertaining, it's satisfying, people will watch all the way through to see that final result, and the final result is so short that they will probably want to see it again and watch the video again all the way through, which exponentially boosts the watch time. And that really signals to the algorithm that this is a good video and should be shown to many people. This last video that I'm going to show you is by an attorney. And this is a great example of how traditional fields can use TikTok to market themselves. So doctors, dentists, and same thing, lawyers, accountants, anybody that thinks that they are not necessarily social media savvy, you don't have to be. You can really do well by just sharing your expertise and knowledge. And this is one example.
Studies show couples that use plural pronouns are better at resolving conflict. So use words like us and we, our child, our house, our money. Bonus tip, in court, always say our child. Judges tend to favor the party who's more willing to co-parent.
So here she is sharing her expertise as a divorce attorney. She is doing this with a green screen video, so it looks entertaining, captures the eye. Maybe people are reading while listening to her and staying for longer. And it just shows that she's an expert in her field and helps drive more people who see her as a go-to source for this. So how do you get on that elusive For You page? What even is it? Well, there's two different feeds on TikTok. There's a following feed of people that you follow, and there's the For You page, which is a curated feed where TikTok suggests videos that you would like based on the type of videos that you interact with. And that's why it's important for you to interact on TikTok, because if you're never on it, it's never going to know what you like, and you're going to get videos that maybe you're like, oh, this is not content I enjoy. But if you do use it, the algorithm does a good job of curating content for you. Officially, the most important factor to get you on the For You page, because all videos start on the For You page. It's just a question of how long they stay there. Your content is shown to an initial group of people, and depending on the kind of engagement it gets, it's exponentially sent out to more and more people. So watch time is the number one most important factor. If your video is 12 seconds long and the watch time is 15 seconds, indicating that people have watched more than it's supposed to, than the actual full length of the video, then you're going to get promoted to more people. Some of the ways that people do this creatively is by making loop videos, so you don't realize when the video ends and you're already exceeding the watch time of the actual video itself. Or by doing something like that quick reveal at the end where there's a lot of information, and so people will watch it again. Beyond that, likes, comments, and shares all contribute to how the algorithm sees this content. If it sees that people are engaging with it, it will show it to more people. And using trending sounds and hashtags. So this is kind of a way to maneuver around things, because TikTok will be promoting certain sponsored songs and hashtags. If you use them, it will give you more views to your content. So keep an eye out for those. This lively video that we just watched is an example of an effect. There are two types of effect on the platform. One that you can use while filming, like this one, which is a freeze frame. So she brought the wine glass, it froze the picture of the wine glass, and then she was able to superimpose herself onto that picture. They also have effects that you can use after the fact, like most popularly the bling effect that takes anything white in a picture and adds a sparkle to it. There are accounts that post tutorials, so if you don't know where to get started, I recommend that you follow them. I've listed some here for you. You can favorite or save your effects when you see them in other videos. Here you can see screenshots of what my app looks like. And in this little flag on the first phone here to the left, that's where you would see the effects that you have added to your favorites. So you can quickly reference them in the future if you see one that you like in a video and want to replicate it. You also will see trending, new, interactive. So there are lots of effects for you to explore. To access them from your screen, you would just click this smiley face that has the effects label. And I also want to point out while I'm here, the beauty mode button that on or off can just kind of filter things and make you luminous even if it's morning time. And also the timer. So when you're wondering, how do I get this started? How do I time all of these things correctly? The timer is your best friend, and that's where you set where you want something to begin and end, and they can have a delay so it counts down from 10 seconds or 3 seconds. So I want you to know that that function is available. And then finally here on the right side, you can see the after app effects. So once you've uploaded a video, you can add these effects and superimpose them on there, like the smog, gold powder, flower, heart, all of that. There's time effects, transitions, split screens, where you'll see 6 different screens. Those are all after effects in the app. You can add text to your videos, and I encourage you to do this. So I encourage you, if you're talking, to kind of caption your videos so that it's easy for people to read and follow along. It's also just engaging and keeps the eye, there on the video versus scrolling. Also, TikTok will sort your videos based on the text that you use both in the captions and in the video itself. So I encourage you to use their text so they can kind of register this, and you can use it almost like keywords. There's a limited font and color options, but use them. And add all of your text at once and then do the timing so it doesn't take you too long. And also a quick note that you can insert stickers. So you can add polls, you can add little arrows, you can add, cartoons. You can see that in the sticker button at the bottom of your screen. I do suggest that you save to drafts if you're going to be editing in the app, because you never know. It sucks to lose all your work. So this is just a quick screenshot of the different text that you can use. You can see there's different fonts, classic typewriter, handwritten. You can see that when you enter the font, you'll have the option to edit it or set the duration. And here you can select what portion of the video the font plays for. Next, I need you to choose the right sound. We talked about how important sound is for TikTok videos. So how can you find a sound? Where do you even find them? Well, TikTok has a library of sounds, and if you have a pro account and it's a creator account, you can access all of the songs. If you have a pro account and it's a business account, the drawback is that you won't be able to access copyrighted music and a lot of the trends. So I recommend that you go with the creator account for that reason. And there on the sound library, you'll find recommended sounds, trending sounds, new artists that are up and coming, viral videos, and you also have the option of creating your own sound. So you can do voiceover, you can have effects on your voiceover and narration. So there is a lot of options for the way that you are sharing content via audio. This is just a picture of the sound library. So here at the bottom, you can see that when you upload a video, it automatically recommends sounds for you. You can see the sound library has some of the top songs of the moment. And you can see that when you upload your sounds, you have the option of adjusting the volume. So you can have, the music not be too intrusive on what you're trying to share and just have it be playing low in the background. But you would still show up under that music as if it was a hashtag. So if somebody clicks on that song, your video would be cataloged under that song. Useful editing apps. So you can edit in the app, but in the off chance that you just want to edit off the app, InShot is great for compiling, pictures and murals, just compilations of things. PixArt is great for putting like overlays. Video Leap is good if you want to, let's say you have 2 videos of you and you want to make it seem like you're your own twin. You can do that on Video Leap. And Adobe After Effects, there's a guy that has gone viral sharing, making his laptop, the scene on his laptop, the scene from his window. And he does that with Adobe After Effects. You don't have to use the app, but I just wanted to let you know of them that they are available for you. Home stretch. So now put in a creative caption. Make sure that you are using these buzzwords and that TikTok knows who you're trying to reach with this video at the very end before you upload. And you can add a cover. This is something that was introduced this year to help your feed be more discoverable. I recommend that you take advantage of that feature. To find trends, go on the Discover page. You will see the hashtags that are trending, songs that are trending, and when you click on them, TikTok gives you an explanation of how to be able to best utilize that trend. Anything with under 100 million views gives you a fair shot of getting in early and really getting added exposure with those items that they're trying to promote, be it a hashtag, be it a sound, be it a sponsored campaign. I recommend that you put your own spin on the trend. So don't just hop on a trend because it's trending. Hop on a trend because you have an idea of how you can mold it to fit your genre. And that's it. I know that we've covered a lot of information today, so I have put together a bonus guide for you. You can find it at bit.ly/TikTok user guide. It has screenshots, everything that was shared here today, so that you are able to navigate and post your first video. I truly believe that TikTok is the place to be for anybody that wants to have rapid growth and experience sales and just added business revenue and clients from social media. I hope that you'll give it a shot, and thank you so much for spending time with me today. My contact information is here. Follow along at Jen on a Jet Plane, and best of luck with your TikTok journey. Thank you so much.